It's almost 9 o'clock. We gotta go to work. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Hey there, fellow travelers. Today we're hitting the road with the Blues Brothers, a legendary road trip filled with blues, adventure, and history. Get ready for an epic journey filled with music, mischief, and historical charm. So grab your sunglasses, turn up the volume, and join us as we explore iconic locations from this classic movie. Let's make this road trip one for the books. All right, let's dive into the soulful spectacle that is The Blues Brothers from 1980, directed by John Landis. This cinematic gem traces its roots back to the Blues Brothers musical sketch on Saturday Night Live, where John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd first brought Jake and Elwood blues to life. The film follows the two brothers as they embark on a mission to save their childhood orphanage by putting their blues band back together. Packed with outrageous car chases, comedic antics, and a musical odyssey that's as iconic as it gets. Belushi and Aykroyd, with their cool shades and slick fedoras, lead us through a mission from God. But it's not just the Blues Brothers stealing the show. We're talking James Brown, Cab Calloway, Ray Charles, and Aretha Franklin sharing the stage, creating a musical extravaganza for the ages. Cameos by Hollywood stars like Carrie Fisher, John Candy, and Paul Rubin add a sprinkle of movie magic. The Blues Brothers isn't just a film. It's a blues-infused journey through comedy, camaraderie, and a whole lot of groove. So, my friends, buckle up for a ride where the rhythm is king, the laughs are plentiful, and the blues are served up with style. All right, gather around, folks, because we're talking about the Joliet Correctional Center. Here is where our adventure begins and sets the stage for Jake's release in the movie. A prison with a history as rich as a 7-layer cake. Built in the 1850s, this place in Joliet, Illinois, is a fortress carved from limestone, standing tall with a story in every brick. Now picture this. It hosted none other than Al Capone back in the roaring 20s. The man himself, the head honcho of organized crime, once walked these cold Gothic halls. Fast forward to the late 70s when The Blues Brothers was filmed, the prison was grappling with issues of overcrowding and outdated facilities, ultimately closing its doors in 2002. The Joliet Correctional Center is a time capsule of hard time and gritty history, where every cell tells a tale and the echoes of famous inmates linger like a well-aged whiskey. It's a slice of Americana, and if these walls could talk, they'd have one heck of a story to spill. While the prison is no longer operational, you can still visit its iconic facade and snap some memorable photos. Feel the thrill as you channel your inner Jake blues and belt out jailhouse rock in front of this historic landmark.
Where's the Cadillac?
Do you know what record the Blues Brothers holds in cinematic history? Is it A, most cars crashed in a single film? B, total of 103 cars destroyed? C, setting a new standard for vehicular mayhem on the big screen? We'll return after the next segment to reveal the answer. Next, we head into the vibrant city of Chicago to visit the Maxwell Street Market. This bustling marketplace was featured in a memorable scene where the Blues Brothers watch blues legend John Lee Hooker perform his energetic hit song, Boom Boom Boom. Explore the vibrant atmosphere, savor delicious street food, and soak up the soulful vibes of this historical spot. Chicago is where Jake and Elwood embark on their mission. Start by exploring the iconic Chicago Loop, home to famous landmarks like Willis Tower, Millennium Park, and the Magnificent Mile. Immerse yourself in the city's rich music culture by visiting blues clubs like Kingston Mines, a living testament to the soulful heartbeat of the city. Tucked away in the Lincoln Park neighborhood, this iconic joint has been rocking the blues scene since 1968. Stepping through the doors is like entering a time capsule of Chicago's musical history. With 2 stages hosting non-stop live blues every night, it's a haven for music lovers. The atmosphere is electric, and the walls seem to resonate with the echoes of legendary performances. As for the menu, it's not your average bar fare. We're talking about finger-licking good barbecue ribs, jambalaya that hits all the right notes, and drinks that keep the party going. Whether you're there for the music, the vibe, or the mouth-watering eats, Kingston Mines is a Chicago institution that's been keeping the blues alive and kicking for over 5 decades. You can also visit Buddy Guy's Legends Blues Club. Nestled in the South Loop, it's a pilgrimage site for anyone seeking the soulful roots of the Windy City's music scene. This iconic spot, founded by the legendary blues guitarist Buddy Guy himself, is a living piece of Chicago's musical history. The atmosphere is as warm as a Delta breeze, with the walls adorned with memorabilia from blues legends. When it comes to the music, you're in for a treat. From seasoned blues veterans to up-and-coming talents, the stage is always alive with the sounds of raw, authentic blues. As for the menu, it's a southern comfort food journey with dishes like gumbo, catfish, and the kind of barbecue that makes your taste buds do a happy dance. Whether you're there for the tunes, the history, or the finger-licking eats, Buddy Guy's Legends is a Chicago gem that continues to keep the blues spirit alive and well.
Jake, I gotta pull over.
Did you figure out the answer? The answer is B. Total of 103 cars destroyed for a comedy. It's not about the most explosions in a film, the longest running time for a comedy, or the highest box office revenue in the 1980s. Next time you watch The Blues Brothers, keep count of all those car crashes and see the record-breaking spectacle it holds. Calumet City is where the brothers find the soulful sounds of Aretha Franklin at the Soul Food restaurant, where she then delivers a powerful rendition of the song Think, while the Blues Brothers watch in awe. The scene is filled with soulful energy, and Franklin's vocal prowess adds a unique and memorable element to the film. The combination of music, humor, and the dynamic presence of Aretha Franklin makes the Soul Food Cafe scene a standout moment in The Blues Brothers. The Soul Food Cafe scene in The Blues Brothers was filmed at a real restaurant called Daly's, located in the Pullman neighborhood of Chicago. Unfortunately, Daly's no longer exists, as it closed down after filming. But if you would like to try some classic soul food while in Chicago, I recommend Pearl's Place in Chicago's Bronzeville. Pearl's Place is more than just a restaurant, it's a time capsule. Found on Michigan Ave, this spot has been dishing out soulful goodness, bearing witness to the city's evolution. The menu is a symphony of flavors. The crispy fried chicken and the catfish are absolute highlights. But what makes Pearl's truly special is the vibe. It's like stepping into a family kitchen filled with stories. Collard greens that taste like home and cornbread that's a warm hug on a plate. With its rich history and flavorful offerings, Pearl's Place is a must-visit for those seeking a taste of tradition in the heart of Chicago. Continue your pilgrimage with a stop at Ray's Music Exchange, where the musical genius Ray Charles plays the shop's owner. In one of the most memorable scenes of the film, Ray must play an electric piano in order to prove its worth, singing his hit song from 1963, Shake Your Tail Feather, which ignites a street party in front of his store. Although the building has since been demolished, this spot played a crucial role in the film, as the place where the brothers acquired their instruments. And if what you want is to tap into your inner musician and jam out on stage with Jake and Elwood, then there's no other place better to visit than Chicago's Music Exchange. Chicago Music Exchange is a haven for music enthusiasts in the Windy City. This iconic spot is more than just a store, it's a pilgrimage site for musicians. Stepping inside is like entering a sonic wonderland where history resonates in every note. Established with a passion for vintage and rare instruments, the store boasts an impressive collection that spans decades. From classic guitars that have seen legendary stages to unique pieces that tell their own stories, Chicago Music Exchange is a treasure trove. The vibe is electric, with a knowledgeable staff who are more than happy to geek out about gear. Whether you're a seasoned musician or just starting out, this place offers an immersive experience that transcends retail. It's a celebration of the soul-stirring magic of music in the heart of Chicago.
Okay, man. We'll take these axes.
Naturally, and as usual, I gotta take an IOU.
Head west from Calumet City to Harvey, Illinois. This stop takes us to the once-standing Dixie Square Mall. This location served as the backdrop for one of the film's most thrilling car chase scenes. Relive the excitement of Jake and Elwood eluding the police in this comedic chaos. The scene unfolds with the Blues Brothers skillfully maneuvering their iconic Bluesmobile through the maze of narrow corridors, escalators, and storefronts, all while being pursued by a fleet of police cars.
They broke my watch.
The mall chase is a symphony of destruction and creativity as the Blues Brothers leave a trail of chaos in their wake.
Pants and burgers. Yeah, lots of space in this mall.
From crashing through store windows to narrowly avoiding collisions with various obstacles, the scene showcases the audacious and irreverent spirit of the film.
This place has got everything.
Unfortunately, the mall was demolished in 2012, and all that remains of the former site is an open field. although you can still visit the site and reminisce about the hilarious chaos that unfolded, as this location still remains a significant part of film history.
I'm gonna catch that sucker.
Wakanda, Illinois.
What are you talking about?
That's right, Marvel fans, you heard correctly. Illinois is home to the city of Wakanda. This is where you can pay homage to the beloved character of Elwood Blues. Visit the Wakanda Bog Nature Preserve, which was humorously referred to as the Home Office by Elwood in the film. Dive into the enchanting history of this natural oasis in Lake County, Illinois. The bog was crafted by retreating glaciers thousands of years ago.
This not possible.
This scenic spot thrives with a unique ecosystem featuring sphagnum moss and tamarack trees. The bog's rich biodiversity and conservation efforts make it a haven for nature lovers seeking a peaceful retreat. Wander through the boardwalks or trails to immerse yourself in the serene beauty of this ecological time capsule. Whether you're a nature enthusiast, photographer, or simply in need of a serene escape, Wakanda Bog invites you to explore its captivating landscapes and embrace the tranquility of this tucked-away gem.
This place is amazing.
So stroll through the serene surroundings and channel your inner blues brother. Wakanda is also where the Blues Brothers roped a giant horn to the roof of their Blues Mobile and publicized their upcoming gig at the Palace Hotel. The Blues Mobile was driven along North Main Street in Wakanda, Illinois. Here's a fun fact from the set of the film. Did you know that in the tumultuous landscape of Hollywood, Carrie Fisher and Dan Aykroyd shared their own chapter of love during the 80s on the set of The Blues Brothers? Aykroyd, the unconventional maestro, threw a curveball into their script by proposing with a rare black pearl ring. Classic Hollywood move, right? Now let's get into the nitty-gritty. Their engagement wasn't your typical star-studded affair. No grand finale, just a quirky pivot in their Tinseltown narrative. But here's the kicker. Despite the absence of a Hollywood ending, Fisher and Aykroyd forged a friendship that stood the test of time. It's like they chose the scenic route in the chaos of Hollywood relationships, proving that sometimes the most enduring tales unfold behind the scenes. Here's to the unexpected twists in the reel of love.
Oh no, I thought it was supposed to be 5 years.
In the iconic restaurant scene at the Chez Paul,
Didn't you get
Alan
5
Rubin,
years?
aka Mr. Fabulous, assumes the role of the maitre d' at the upscale restaurant. As Jake and Elwood Blues attempt to recruit him for their musical mission, Mr. Fabulous humorously recalls the band's unreliable past. Alan Rubin's deadpan delivery adds comedic flair to the scene, showcasing the challenges faced by the Blues Brothers in reuniting their band. At one time, Chez Paul was considered one of the most romantic restaurants in the Windy City.
We have a Dom Perignon 71 at $120.
That'll be fine.
Although the restaurant shut its doors in 1994, the 130-year-old mansion still stands, also known as the once private residence of Robert Hall McCormick, who once served as the U.S. Assistant Attorney for the Eastern Division of Illinois. Fans of the film still show up to take pictures outside this film location, which provided a glamorous backdrop for this humorous and memorable scene in The Blues Brothers. And if you are looking for upscale dining in the Gold Coast area of Chicago, there are numerous restaurants with different names that you might consider exploring. I recommend Brindille. In the glittering heart of Chicago's Gold Coast, Brindille is not just a restaurant. It's a journey into the soul of culinary artistry. Brindille beckons diners with an intimate embrace of Parisian elegance, setting the stage for a gastronomic exploration. Here, every dish is a love letter to the seasons, a passionate affair with locally sourced ingredients, a celebration of flavor and finesse. The lobster mousseline and roasted quail are not mere items on a menu. They are poetic expressions of the chef's unwavering dedication to the craft. The ambiance whispers tales of timeless sophistication in the wine selection, a curated symphony of terroir. Brindille is a pilgrimage for those who seek more than just a meal. It's an odyssey into the heart of culinary passion and the legacy of a chef who paints with flavors in the canvas of Chicago's Gold Coast. Imagine cruising down the open highway, seeking adventure, and stumbling upon the Palace Hotel Ballroom in Wazapamani, Illinois, a hidden gem in the heart of the Midwest. The Blues Brothers, donned in their iconic black suits and fedoras, command the stage, creating an electric atmosphere filled with blues harmonicas and soulful guitars. The ballroom exudes old-school charm with vintage chandeliers and a sprung dance floor that bounces to the beat. This scene, straight out of a blues lover's dream, captures the essence of the blues, delivering unadulterated fun and highlighting the power of music to bring people together. While the Palace Hotel Ballroom is a fictitious setting, the exterior of the building was filmed at what is now the South Shore Cultural Center, and the interior was filmed at the Hollywood Palladium in Los Angeles, put together with its iconic architecture and storied history, served as the real-world backdrop for this vibrant and humorous musical sequence in the film. Although the Palace Hotel Ballroom does not exist, that doesn't mean you can't jam out and dance your heart away to the blues, as in the film, so slide on your sunglasses and grab your fedora, for we are about to venture into the pulsating heart of Chicago's music scene at the House of Blues, a gritty and soulful temple of sound tucked away in the iconic Marina City complex. Founded by Isaac Tigert and Dan Aykroyd, this joint is no glossy facade. It's a living, breathing testament to the city's raw musical heritage. The main music hall, adorned with folk art that tells stories of its own, is where the spirits of blues, jazz, and rock converge in a chaotic dance of notes. Here, you'll not only experience the heady rush of live performances, but also dive deep into the rich flavors of Southern-inspired cuisine. The House of Blues isn't just a venue. It's a gritty, unapologetic embrace of Chicago's soul, where the music and the vibe tell you stories even the city's streets might whisper. Don't just visit. Immerse yourself in the raw, unfiltered spirit of Chicago's House of Blues.
Well, this is definitely Lower Wacker Drive.
Lower Wacker Drive, a notable underground roadway in Chicago, referenced by Elwood Blues. Running beneath the city, it's situated below the more well-known Upper Wacker Drive. This subterranean roadway is known for its unique architecture and the way it winds beneath the city's buildings. In The Blues Brothers, Lower Wacker Drive is featured in a memorable car chase scene. Navigating their bluesmobile through the labyrinthine structure, the scene showcases the distinctive and somewhat surreal character of this underground roadway, making it a memorable location in the film. Lower Wacker Drive contributes to the overall energy and excitement of the chase sequence. A modern marvel in the history of Chicago, Lower Wacker Drive dates back to the early 20th century. Initially conceived as part of Daniel Burnham's Plan of Chicago in 1909, it was designed to address the city's growing traffic needs while preserving the aesthetic appeal of its streets. The construction involved creating a two-level street system with viaducts and tunnels beneath the city's buildings. Over the years, Lower Wacker Drive became a vital component of Chicago's transportation network, known for its innovative design. It gained additional prominence as a filming location for many Hollywood productions. The roadway has undergone infrastructure improvements to enhance safety and functionality, solidifying its place as a unique and significant element in Chicago's urban landscape.
We should be very close to the Honorable Richard J. Daley Plaza.
In a pivotal scene within the film, the Richard J. Daley Plaza becomes the site of a comedic and anarchic mission as Jake and Elwood Blues attempt to pay the overdue property taxes for the Catholic orphanage they aim to save. The Richard J. Daley Plaza, situated in Chicago's Loop District, holds a storied history dating back to its dedication in 1966. Named after the influential Richard J. Daley, who served as the mayor of Chicago from 1955 to 1976, this iconic civic space was conceived as part of an urban renewal effort, incorporating modernist design principles.
That's where they got that Picasso. Yep.
The plaza features the striking Chicago Picasso sculpture, unveiled in 1967, which sparked initial controversy but has since become a symbol of the city. Over the years, the plaza has served as a central hub for civic events, political rallies, and cultural celebrations, reflecting Chicago's dynamic social fabric. Renowned for its public art installations, including the Eternal Flame and the Crown Fountain, Richard J. Daley Plaza remains a vital and culturally significant space, encapsulating the spirit of Chicago and serving as a testament to the city's commitment to vibrant public spaces. The Blues Brothers, against the imposing backdrop of the Richard J. Daley Center, bring their unique brand of chaos, turning the mundane act of tax payment into a lively comedic performance. Along with a guest appearance by Steven Spielberg, the film's climactic finale unfolds at this iconic Chicago landmark. The plaza transforms into a spectacular showdown, combining humor, high-speed car chases, and the irreverent spirit of the Blues Brothers. Spielberg's influence adds an extra layer of cinematic magic, ensuring that the Richard J. Daley Plaza remains etched in the memories of audiences as a symbol of comedic rebellion and musical triumph. As our Blues Brothers road trip comes to an end, let's remember one of the film's most memorable quotes.
We're on a mission from God.
This line serves as a reminder that when you follow your passion and stay true to your purpose, extraordinary things can happen. So, hit the road with your favorite tunes, chase your dreams, and let the rhythm guide your journey. Keep the spirit of the Blues Brothers alive, and remember to spread a little joy along the way.